What is the rudest thing you have experienced while eating dinner at a friend's house? So, I was invited to my friend Olivia's house for what she called her annual pasta extravaganza last winter. I'd known Olivia since college, and she'd been talking about her grandmother's authentic Italian recipes for years. This dinner was apparently a big tradition in her family. Her grandmother had passed down these century-old recipes that had supposedly won awards back in their small hometown outside Naples. Olivia had been preparing for days, texting me pictures of her homemade pasta drying on specialized racks she'd ordered specifically for this occasion. She'd driven 2 hours to a specialty market to find the perfect San Marzano tomatoes and had spent nearly $300 on an aged Parmigiano Reggiano wheel that she described as life-changing. When I arrived at 7:30, carrying a bottle of red wine I'd splurged on, her apartment smelled incredible. That unmistakable aroma of garlic, basil, and slow-simmered tomato sauce that immediately makes your stomach growl. The dining table was beautifully set with her grandmother's heirloom china, real cloth napkins, and candles that cast a warm, inviting glow across the room. Olivia had even printed little menu cards describing each of the 5 courses we'd be enjoying. There were 8 of us gathered around the table, including Olivia's new boyfriend Tyler, whom none of us had met before. He seemed nice enough during introductions, complimenting Olivia's apartment and asking thoughtful questions about everyone's jobs. But things took a strange turn when Olivia brought out the first course, a delicate handmade ravioli filled with butternut squash and topped with brown butter and sage. As Olivia was explaining how her grandmother had taught her to get the pasta dough to just the right thickness, Tyler interrupted her mid-sentence. "Actually, I think we should say grace before eating," he announced, reaching for the hands of people sitting next to him. Everyone awkwardly complied, though I knew for a fact that neither Olivia nor anyone else at the table was particularly religious. Tyler proceeded to deliver a rambling 8-minute prayer that somehow morphed into a lecture about the evils of carbohydrates and how pasta was basically poison to the human body. When he finally finished, the ravioli had gone completely cold. But that wasn't even the worst part. As Olivia served the main course, her grandmother's famous lasagna that she'd spent 15 hours preparing, Tyler pulled out a plastic container from his backpack. Inside was a sad-looking meal prep of plain chicken breast and steamed broccoli. "I can't eat this processed food," he announced loudly. "Do you know how much inflammation pasta causes?" I brought my own dinner that aligns with my nutritional principles. The table fell completely silent. I watched Olivia's face crumble as Tyler proceeded to microwave his meal, filling her carefully curated dining experience with the smell of reheated chicken. He then returned to the table and spent the next 45 minutes explaining to everyone why their food choices were slowly killing them while Olivia sat there, fighting back tears, her grandmother's recipes growing cold on the table. I've never wanted to throw a lasagna at someone's face more in my entire life. In the aftermath, a heavy melancholy settled over the table. The once vibrant atmosphere, rich with the aroma of garlic and basil, now echoed with a somber quiet. Each guest wore a mask of subdued regret, their eyes reflecting the shattered hope of what should have been a joyful reunion. The lingering taste of both food and doubt merged into a memory that would haunt the night long.